Hi everybody, and welcome back in the series Foreigner in the City, or how to obtain a bachelor's degree in America if you're an international student. Based on several requests, instead of Fashion Weekly, I'm gonna change this series for a little bit and upload as many videos as I can, because in a few weeks time I'll be missing from the city, so I wouldn't be able to post for several weeks. Now, in episode 4, I'm going to be discussing stuff like first year, freshman year. And speaking of this, we spoke about how you are in a university and how you already spoke with your advisor and you chose the classes. For example, every first semester that you go into university, they'll ask you to pick at least 4 subjects that will be equal to 12 credit hours. And speaking of credit hours, each hour has certain credit that gives you. So if you pass, for example, English language for beginners, and you get an A, which is the highest grade, and the credit that they give you is 3, that means you have a total of 3 credits. Choosing a major is really crucial and really important. A lot of Americans wait at least for 1 year to choose their major, even 2, sometimes they change. I would suggest you, if you already know what you want to do in your life, just go ahead and start with your major straight away, like you declare your major right at the beginning. That way they will give you a sheet of paper that tells you how many courses of what particular area you need to have in order to graduate. They'll give an estimation of how many years you have to study, and I think this is really good because that saves you some time, that saves you some money and some worries. So when you go to university and they ask you to sign in for courses, make sure you sign fast. It might seem, that I'm saying this like that, but believe me, when I was in university, my first semester, the classes were going just like that, and only teachers that weren't that good, I'm not saying they were bad, but they were more critical, they were more into, what they were talking about. Only those would stay. Nobody would want to pick them. They were more harsh. So with my luck, as mentioning before, I took English, but English for international, I didn't know there was an option, so they signed me for English as an American student. And my teacher said to me, "Oh, I'm never going to give you an A. You're a foreigner." And I really felt, I felt really sad because, okay, why would this be? Why is this discrimination? I mean, I'm even paying you a higher tuition, and it's not fair just because my first and natural language is not English, not to be equally qualified as everybody else. But that's another issue. I'm just letting you know it's best to pick up good courses faster the day you go there. So make sure when you pick your courses to take several easy and several hard courses. So for example, if you take introduction to theater, or maybe just take some fine arts course or healthy life living or stuff like that, and then you can combine this with language if you have another language to take, because most of the universities will ask you to take another language even though you're a foreigner. And then I would say choose something like history or biology. Depends what you like. Some people prefer chemistry, some biology, some physics. So see what's your option on the list, and then choose 1 hard or 2 harder courses and then 2 easier. I'm saying this because when all of those are hard courses, you will have less time, and this will be really more pressurizing for you. So that make you even give up on what you've started. Don't do this. I know the first year is really hard, but after you pass this, everything will get much better. So the first thing you do when you go to the university is, of course, to get used with their outfit, how they wear, what they do in classes. And I would say go there casual but formal. So let's say you want to go with jeans, okay, go with jeans, but go with t-shirt. Don't go open naked, you know, so your bust can be seen. Especially if you're a girl, don't put too much makeup. Just go there. I'm not saying that you need to look like a nerd, but it's best to fit in the crowd, really. It's much better. Then, of course, the language barrier. In the beginning, no matter how much you've studied English, you go there, you know, you understand, but it will take you more time, maybe a week, 2, 3, then your body will adapt. At one point, I was, you know, experiencing this. It was really funny. I was sleeping and my brain was just, you know, everything that I was dreaming was coming out in English. My mom, my dad, everybody was speaking in English in my dream. So I guess this is, you know, a process where your mind starts thinking into a different language. So another thing to get used is getting used with the customs, how people greet you. Everything will be much different. If you're a girl and you hold hands in your country, don't do this in America. I'm saying this to save you a lot of laughter. Things that are a bit different. You know, just observe how people are there, because every state is different, of course, but from what I've seen, you know, this is things that you want to avoid. Of course, food experiences. Food experiences, for me, the first time was with biscuits. Yes, we went to Wendy's when we first arrived, and we had biscuits and gravy, and that was the worst thing I tried the first time I tried it. Okay, but I'm saying this because I never had this before. Then I start appreciating and get used with this. So this takes time, as I spoke before to you. Getting used with a food on one place takes time. Even though you tried it in your country, there is nothing that tastes the same way. Nothing. So in regards to this, living will be the next question. And living on and off campus, you might wonder whether it's better for you to live on campus or off campus. Well, for example, you own a scholarship. You have the scholarship, but the scholarship is only halfway paying your tuition. I would suggest to go and live off campus. It is cheaper. Find roommate, 1, 2, 3, no matter how many, you know. I would suggest you to stick with no more than 3 roommates, because then it will get a bit crowded. You can always rent an apartment, and that will come much cheaper. You can, of course, live on campus, but the tuition expenses will be more for you in that way. So more into that you're gonna find in the next series.